purpose. Now, last Saturday's lectures, I have posted the handouts in the classroom. Have you got these handouts?
Yes, sir.
No, last Saturday's lecture handout I have posted. You have not received?
Yes, sir, we have received.
Yeah, but someone said we have not. He hasn't received. Hello. Has everybody got the handouts for last Saturday?
Yes, sir. We have
Yes,
received it.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now, if you see statement of purpose, it is a long essay that is required by universities abroad. Okay. Now, some of you may go for higher studies for MS to universities in US. So when you apply, when you send the application for admission, you need to write what is called as statement of purpose. So it's a long essay. Now, some of the Indian universities also, they require a statement of purpose during the application process. Now, the full form of SOP as it reveals, uh, it is statement of purpose, it is essay. It states the purpose of applying to a particular course in a particular university. Now, this essay consists of a gist of who you are, who you want to become, and how ready you are to pursue a certain course in a university. Now, the SOP document seeks to understand the candidate's life, so your life, the motivations for the chosen career path, and the goals. So when you are preparing statement of purpose, you should discuss the past incidents which have influenced your career path in specific domain wherein you aspire to grow by joining a course or a college. Now, SOP, that is statement of purpose. Now, it is different from standard operating procedure. Standard operating procedure is also abbreviated by SOP. Now, the document or the handout which I have prepared, it seeks to understand, okay, SOP document, candidate's life, what we saw, motivations, why do you want to apply for the course in the chosen area of specialization, okay, and what are the important events or milestones or achievements you have uh, qualified for in the past. So you should highlight all this, and you should highlight the relevance in terms of the career path which you would like to pursue. Now, a well-written SOP is extremely critical to your admission. Now, it is needless to say there are many aspects of a candidate's application that are inspected before finalizing a decision. While the academic record and other exam scorecards, academic transcripts, backlog certificate are essentially objective in nature, and SOP is the only truly subjective aspect of the application. Have some of you have you initiated the process of looking at GRE and TOEFL exams? Now you are in the pre-final year. Okay, so next year you will have to start applying for the foreign universities, those of you who wish to go abroad and study further. So for that, you will have to appear for GRE and TOEFL exam. So have you started doing that, this one, review about the GRE and TOEFL exam in the class? Some of you in the class? Is anybody doing that? Anybody, anyone aspiring to study abroad? Hello? Hello, today voice is very low, so you must answer what am my questions, okay? Hello?
No, sir, not yet.
Yeah. So, now if you see the statement of purpose, it should be well written. It is extremely critical to the admission. It is needless to say there are many aspects of candidates' application that are inspected before finalizing a decision. So while the academic record and other exam scorecards, academic transcripts and backlog certificates are essentially objective in nature. Scorecard is objective. It specifies is the subject title, what is the grade, what is the overall grade, what is the grade translated in terms of marks. So it is objective. Okay. SOP is not objective. See, it has some kind of subjectivity associated with that, because you as a candidate, you are going to develop this statement of purpose, and then it reflects your subjectivity in terms of your past life, your past achievements, and the way the language constructs you are going to use when you develop the statement of purpose. Now, statement of purpose is the only document in the application that gives you the opportunity to prove that you having something unique that makes you stand out from the crowd. As such, it is the document of your application docket that can usually determine your admission. So another important point for your application in statement of purpose, because if the statement of purpose stands out amongst the set of applicants, then you have better opportunity that your application will reach the next stage at the university. You need to stand out from the crowd. How you can do that? Through the well-written statement of purpose. So, as such, if you see, SOP is the document of your application docket, which can usually determine the admission. Now, what are the tips for writing the effective SOP? So, strategies to write a powerful, convincing SOP, whether applying for an undergraduate, graduate, postgraduate program. The strategy of writing a powerful purpose would be to sound focused. You should sound focused throughout. You should be focused on your goal, your career path, your aspirations, your framework of mind when you apply for the particular program of higher studies. Throughout the statement of purpose, your focus, it should stand out. Now, starting from your academic and professional background to your career aspirations, you need to carefully connect all the dots between reaching your goals through your choice of school and course. The essay should always go in a flow, covering your past experience, present involvements, and future plans. So an important point to remember while writing the SOP would be to divide it into paragraphs that cover all the pointers. Okay. Now, how you may write SOP? Let's take some kind of introduction to the paragraph. We said that SOP, it should be indicated, it should be written as a sequence of paragraphs. Okay. Now, every paragraph, it must correspond to a particular event. Like it could be your past experience, could be your present involvements, what you're doing currently, and what are the future plans. So all these, they should be well written in well knit format. They should be written in the paragraph form, and all the pointers which signify your personality, which signify your character, which signify your mindset, okay, they should be neatly written and they should be joined together so that you are able to present your case as a meritorious candidate to the admissions office of a university. Now, how you can write the SOP in terms of presenting the profile very strongly. So, first paragraph, let us see. Now, SOP paragraph is often confused with self-introduction. First paragraph of SOP is often confused with self-introduction. Now, it should not introduce you, but should discuss what you are about to discuss in your SOP. There are multiple approaches you might adopt to go about the paragraph. So, first paragraph of SOP, if you see, it should not introduce you, but it should discuss what you are about to discuss in your SOP. So self-introduction, what we are trying to say, it should be avoided in the first paragraph of SOP. So first paragraph, the introduction should be what you are going to highlight when you are deciding to take up the assignment of joining a particular program. So for personal introduction should be avoided. Now there are multiple approaches you may adopt to go about the first paragraph. Discuss your long-term goal and connect it with your idea of pursuing the course you are applying to. So first paragraph, start beginning the discussion about the long-term goal and connect that discussion with your idea of why do you want to pursue the course you are applying to. Then second point in the first paragraph could be present your understanding of the chosen field and write how you want to contribute to that field. So explain your background in 2-3 lines and connect it with your future goals. Write about an anecdote that helped you realize your professional interest in the chosen field. Okay, so after you begin the discussion in the first paragraph, just trying to admit some people. Yeah. After you begin discussion about the area of research or area of higher studies in the first paragraph, discussion means narration. You're not going to talk. You're going to use the words which will explain the area of studies. Okay. Then second could be you have to uh, start mentioning or start describing your understanding of the field of work and what points you would like to contribute if you take that area of research. So that will be the second section or subsection in the first paragraph of the statement of purpose. Now, after that is done, try to explain the background in 2-3 lines and connect it with your future goals. Write about an anecdote that helped you realize your professional interest in the chosen field. Now, students often make this mistake of introducing themselves in their childhood in the first paragraph. In some cases, students tend to forget about the purpose behind writing the SOP. So when you give introduction, avoid writing about what you have done in the childhood in the first paragraph of statement of purpose. So your introduction, sorry, the second paragraph. The second paragraph introduction about you, it must consist of your achievement, your professional interest, what you have been doing in the graduation. Okay. And what are the key factors or anecdotes which helped you realize the professional interest in the chosen field. So that should be given as a background in the second section of the first paragraph of SOP. Now, SOP, statement of purpose, what could be second and third paragraph? So academic background and professional experience, this comprises of the academic background, what you have done so far, what you are currently pursuing, your academic strengths and projects, industrial exposure you have attained. If you have any professional experience, it should be discussed in the upcoming paragraphs. Now, this helps in establishing your career progress. So second and third paragraph, as we said, you will give detailed description of the academic background and the professional experience. So this will comprise of your, we will again revise academic background, what you have done, what you are in the last year for next year when you decide about JRE to fill clearance and then applying to the foreign universities. Then you will say you are in the last year of your engineering AXTC, and then these are the choice of electives what you have taken, technical electives, and so you are creating the background of the knowledge base that is necessary when you apply for the course of higher study. So what is being currently pursued, what are the academic strengths and projects, industrial exposure you have attained, so it should be explained in second and third paragraph. Now, if you have any professional experience, it should be discussed in the upcoming paragraphs. Now, this helps in establishing your career progression. Now, the next paragraph, why this course? Why do you want to take admission? For example, MS in electrical communication, for example, at a university in US. So, what is the objective of that, and why are you aspiring to go for this course? Now, in the fourth paragraph, you should discuss why you want to join a course and what modules would you tap during this course. Now, it should also cover the skills you would require in this duration along with the exposure that would help in developing the skills desired to realize your goal. Now, next is career goals, fifth paragraph of SOP. Now, if you see, this is the most paragraph where you should discuss your short and long-term goals. Your immediate goal would be there. You would want to work right after completing, say, engineering program. You should be able to name some companies within India along with the designation you see yourself working. Now, this should explain the kind of job profile you would be working on. So then comes your long-term goal, wherein you should mention where you see yourself from 10 to 12 or 15 years down the line. Now, this may include your desire of working on a CEO, CFO, CTO level, or maybe CEO is Chief Executive Officer, CFO Chief Financial Officer, CTO is Chief Technology Officer. These are the levels, or maybe establishing a firm that you own. Now, it may also include your dream of expanding your existing family business overseas. You may also be interested in further studies like a PhD, which can be included here. So more in this section may include a desire of becoming a professor or a researcher. In any case, it is suggested that you discuss your business aim, principles and core values, or how you would influence the young aspirants of this program or industry. Now, you should be able to portray how you wish to make a difference in industry, keeping in mind the current industrial scenario. Now, sixth paragraph, why this university? Okay, this is a specific paragraph wherein you can convince the university as in how they are suitable for your profile and you are an ideal candidate for the university. You should discuss post curriculum research work, faculty names, as well as the university specific activities that would help you in enhancing your profile. Now, closing the paragraph of SOP. Now, closure of SOP, the paragraph, it would conclude your desire and readiness towards joining the chosen course. Now, since this is a closing paragraph, you should sound focused and prepared for all challenges that come your way. It should also show that you have the zest in you to succeed, and with the help of the chosen course and university, you will definitely make a difference in the industry on a global perspective. Now, see, these are the guidelines about how an SOP is to be written. Now, see, I'm going to post this handout right now. Okay, I'm going to post this handout right now, and in your classroom, and then I want you to write, okay, a one page statement of purpose. Okay, one page. You can type it also if you're on the this one laptop or the desktop, and then one or two students, okay, you can present that the SOP what you have written. Is the question clear? Are you getting the question? Hello?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Yeah. Can you do that?
Please repeat.
Yeah, Shivam, I'm posting the handout in the classroom so that you can refer to that. Hello.
Yes, sir.
You should be able to refer to the handout in the classroom. I'm posting that. Okay. And in the meantime, I'll just check why this one is today my this microphone, the camera that I've connected to the desktop at my home, why it is not working. So I'll just try to check this this factor in between, and then when I'm posting, okay, you try to try to use that handout and develop the statement of purpose. Will you do that exercise? You can type that, and you can some students can present that in the class. Will it be okay? Hello.
Yes, all okay.
Yeah, 1 second, I'll just trying to. Are you able to see the handout in the classroom? Hello. In the classroom, are you able to see the handout? Am I audible?
Yes,
No,
sir.
sir. The class.
Are you able to see the handout in the classroom?
No, sir.
No, sir.
No, sir, not yet.
1 second. Have you got the handout now? Hello.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Today, my MTNL line here is giving all sorts of problems. I had to try second time, and that's how we have got the handout. Okay, so you open the handout and see how the statement of purpose has to be written, how it has to be organized. Okay, please see that. Please check that. Hello, Pedantry.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Pedantry, will you write statement of purpose?
No, sir.
No, you open the handout. Hello. And then you make one page this one purpose document, statement of purpose document. You type
Sir,
it.
if you could assign somebody else also apart from me.
Yeah, anyone else. I just called out your name. Others also. Shivam, you would do it. Drumil, hello.
Yes.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
all of you, please try writing on the statement of purpose. All of you, please try doing that. Okay. And then whosoever is ready, he can speak. Is that fine?
Yes, sir.
So you open the
Okay, sir.
handout, see how the paragraphs are to be organized. Yeah. And then you take the area like what are your career aspirations after completion of BE degree in electronics and telecommunication engineering. What are your career aspirations? Okay. You take this theme and write a statement of purpose document. Can you please do that? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I've taken the attendance also just now. Are you able to complete that?
So actually, I'm currently working on first para.
Yeah. Yeah, even if you write the first para, Shivam, it's fine. Shivam, you said just now, Romil. Who answered? Hello?
It was Rumil, sir.
So it was me.
Yeah, Drumil. So, see, even if you complete first para, it's fine. You can share that. You can share and then explain to all of us what you have written. Okay, if you see, if you feel more time is required for the other paragraphs up to the closure, it's fine if you are not able to complete. Even if first paragraph, Drumil, if complete, based on the handout guidelines, the handout you are able to open, right? I have posted in the classroom. So even if you
Yes, sir.
complete the first paragraph, you can share that, no issue. Everybody should make an attempt to write.
Okay,
Okay,
sir.
this is a practical which we are doing in the online class. So every assignment is a practical which is posted in the classroom for every session. Now this we are doing in the classroom today, and then Dhrumil, you will be able to share the what you would have typed. You can share that. You will have. Do you have sharing rights in this Google Meet? I do not know. That's why I'm asking. Hello.
Yes, sir. So I can share, but there are only 4 lines.
Okay, fine, fine. So just explain that. Don't worry, Dhrumil.
Okay,
See,
sir.
you can
Yeah.
keep the 4 lines in front of your screen, and then you can talk. See, when you're trying to speak, you will
Sir,
have
can I share?
many ideas which will start coming to your mind, Rumil. So no problem.
Okay, sir. Yeah.
So even I can share my screen.
Okay, Shivam, yes. If you are ready, you can start. No problem, Shivam. You can share
Yes,
first.
sir.
Nese Likhita has left the class. Okay.
So is my screen visible?
Yes. Yes, screen is visible, but then you have type. Yeah, okay, okay. Can you enlarge the screen size? Can you zoom? Okay, statement of purpose. Okay. Now, okay, you have written, I want to pursue a master's in electronics and telecommunication engineering. So, see, it's written Shivam, it is master's degree, okay, master's degree. So, master Shivam, after R, M-A-S-T-R, apostrophe S. Yeah, apostrophe S. Yes, right. Master's degree in electronics and telecommunication engineering. No, if you say MTech, Shivam, if you say MTech, M dot, M dot tech, not dash, M dot, M dot tech, then you write, Shivam,
Yes,
let
sir.
the screen be there, no? I can tell you while looking. Okay. You say a master of technology. Instead of master's degree, you say a master
Yes,
of,
sir.
can you please edit that, Shivam?
Sorry, sir.
The master of technology degree.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Remove that masters. You say master of. Master space of T capital technology bracket. No, no, no. Remove that degree. Bracket MTech. Yes, one student is playing video song, audio song. Please mute. Please mute your song. Okay, MTech, right. Bracket complete. After that, degree. Space D capital degree. Yes. Degree in electronics and telecommunication engineering field. And my career goal, yes, fine. My career goal is to become a master in my field. my career goal is to become an expert. Hello, Shivam, become an expert. Because you already, say after you complete the degree, everybody please try listening to what I'm saying. To become an expert, Shivam, instead of A, it is E is there, no? So an expert, to become an expert. Yes, an expert in my field. I'm always interested in technology related to electronics and the process behind that. Plus, I'm keen in learning about the machines, not machines, machine, Shivam, machine and artificial intelligence robots. When I was in school, okay, fine. So first paragraph you can see, okay, it is very well written now, Shivam. So everybody, okay, follow the guidelines, write the statement of purpose. Now, Shivam, the Google Meet settings, okay, will you be able to help me how to get the audio connected? I'll give you my cell number. So can we have a dummy Google meeting today evening, say 9 o'clock? Is it okay, Shivam? Or who will help me?
So what's wrong? Like, are you facing any problem?
See, I've connected the camera to the desktop, which I do in every lecture. But then today the microphone is not getting activated. So I have connected the mobile also. I have joined as another user. And from mobile, I am speaking. And on the desktop, I am doing the screen presentation.
So do you use like a microphone from your desktop, or you use like earphone or something?
No, I directly talk. That microphone is there in the camera only. Camera is connected externally. Okay.
Okay.
So the microphone is there in the camera. Now today,
So you can test your microphone on the Google Meet.
no, but how do I do it? Means
So
before starting the meeting, I have to test, or how is it?
so you have to go like click on these three dots and then on the settings, and here you
See,
can like
where are
test your
the
microphone.
three? 1 minute. Where are the three dots? Okay,
So yeah,
here.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
okay. Then what do I do?
Then in the settings.
No, where? Settings. Okay, here. Okay. Then, oh, microphone is off. Right. Okay, now what do I do? Webcam. Okay. Fine. Okay.
Yes, sir.
It's telling microphone is off. Why? Should. Okay, 1 minute. Huh? Okay.
So can you
Yeah.
present your screen?
1 minute. Okay, can you hear me now? Hello? Can you hear me now?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good, Shivam. Thank you. In the meeting, yes. Okay, Shivam. Anybody else would like to show what you have done? Shivam, good work. Good paragraph writing.
Yes,
Thank
sir.
you, sir.
So I'm done with first paragraph. Should I share?
Yeah, Drumil, yes, please.
Okay, sir. I'll present.
Yes, Shivam, in all the meetings, this setting I was not required to do previously, but today I do not know what has happened. Okay, thanks for the help. Okay, Drumil, please enlarge the paragraph. Yeah, okay. Now, what is the objective of this statement of purpose, Drumil? You are applying for the job, or what are you going to do? Applying for the higher studies?
So actually, higher studies.
Okay. Just enlarge the screen. The text is little small. Can you increase the this one view? Yeah. Okay. Let me read it. Okay. And affinity, Shubham, it has gone down, that resolution. Shivam, or Drumil. I'm sorry, Drumil. Please,
Yes,
please increase the font size. I'm finding it little difficult to read.
Okay, sir. Yeah.
Yeah.
So is it visible now?
Yeah, oh, okay. Slightly more, slightly more. Yeah, okay, let me read it. And this is your first paragraph, right, Rumil?
Yes,
An
sir.
affinity and enthusiasm to gain knowledge, understanding in computers and networks has motivated me to pursue a master's, you say master's degree in cybersecurity, okay, master's degree, okay, in cybersecurity. Observing and realizing the problems from the surrounding has always been my strength. The current increase in cyber attacks has increased recently from UIDAI, okay, unique identification, that Aadhaar data leak to Maharashtra's power grid attack. I look forward to contribute to the cybersecurity field by providing consultancy and cybersecurity solutions and services to various organizations. Yes, very good, Dhrumil and Shivam. Okay, so in this way, please complete the this one, your statement of purpose. Okay, you can type that. Okay, you can type that. Don't worry about it. Okay, no need of doing in handwriting, but the questions, the answer should be written in the handwritten form. Okay, fine. Okay.
Okay, sir. Yeah.
So I think the time is up now for today. Yeah. What's the time? Shivam, what is the time now?
Yes, 11:24. It's up.
Okay, so okay, shall I end the class? We'll meet on Saturday. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, thank you.
Hello,
Thanks
sir.
all. Yeah. Yes.
So will we have lab at 12:45?
No, our PC to lab sessions will be done as assignments only.